Okay. The name of the game in fucking solo queue is you need to be the best player to adapt. What I mean by that is if your support is playing like an absolute fucking monkey and he just keeps on running in bot, getting pike hooked and dying, your only job is to make sure that you're not also dying. That's it.
Yeah.
If you continue to fight with him and you're also 0-6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess whose fault that is?
That's our fault.
Yes. Do you play a lot of support or no?
I've been one-tricking Thresh.
Okay. Are you tired of playing ADC?
I am.
That's fair. So first things first, this is just the biggest ADC gimmick in the game. If Kog'Maw starts his W, if he does not get 2 or 3 autos plus, his W is useless. And Kog'Maw without W, not a champion. So every single time he Ws, you're going to backstep. For the Thresh versus Pyke matchup, it's a little bit more complicated. So yes, you do not want to let this guy hook you from the bushes. Fog is always scary. But as Thresh into Pyke, the only reason why this is a skill matchup is because if Pyke tries to engage on you and you're in flay range, it's instant. So you can actually cancel out the Pyke. So the most important spell for you to be paying attention to is always his Q. For your Thresh, his most important spell is going to be his E because it's just basically going to be your counter engage. Okay, the reason why I go through all of this is because in lane, you always need to be paying attention to the most important ability of every single champion. So what do you think is the most important ability for you in this lane? Your champ. Yes, exactly. So every champ, okay, in this 2v2, there is one ability that I'm always thinking of, okay? Like if both you and Thresh use Q and E, they should run you down. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
If you were both to just like start spam hitting each other, who do you think would win?
They would probably win.
Yeah, they just have higher DPS. All in long term, without you killing them with your passive stacks, is always going to be losing for your side. Okay, so you want to get them to like half HP so that you can execute with your 5 passive stacks and then your W. In terms of a wave push, okay, the reason why do you think Kaisa's Q is the most important ability?
The execute.
Yeah, but it also pushes your wave. That's literally the only reason why. Champions like Twitch, fucking useless. Vayne, fucking useless. I mean, Kog'Maw's another one. He's kind of fucking useless. The reason why they're such terrible champions in the meta is because they'll never be able to push a wave very fast. And as ADC, your biggest job, honestly, is to be able to farm and then deal damage later. So right now, if you get a bunch of Qs off on the wave, you would be able to get push, and push basically means that you'll get level 2 faster, and then you can look to fight. So getting wave push in a majority of games, 99% of the time, is always going to be better for you. Junglers, do you think you have a farming jungler or a ganking jungler?
Ganking.
Yeah, and then their jungler?
Farming.
Yeah. So your jungler is going to be more likely to actually skip camps. And the reason why that's important is if you're fucking losing 2v2 bot lane, right? And your jungler is clearing his 3 camps and both your side and their side are like 200 HP, you use all your sums. This guy should come, skip all of his camps. You should spam ping him to come bot and you will just get a free 2v2 or double kill. Okay?
Yes.
Do you ever ward this bush?
I do not.
Why not?
I usually let my support ward it.
Okay.
But this time he has super, so I should be the one where I win.
It's good for you to actually wait for your support to use it. So the reason why is because usually as ADC, the support's going to ward this, and then after wave 2 as ADC, you can go ahead and ward the Phaelite, and now you have river vision towards bot side. Supports, they can go sweeper or trinket because they need to be the ones to actually fight over the bush. So it's better for them to ward. Either, okay, let's say like he warded the bush, right? And the enemy bot lane walked up and cleared it, okay? Do you think you should ward this bush again? What do you think?
No.
Why?
I should not. Because we lost the bush.
Well, you can get vision of the bush and fight over it again, right? If you ward, yeah. But do you think you should do that? What do you?
I don't think so. Because then we're out one ward and they possibly have 2 wards of us.
Yeah. So there you go. Like, you need to be considering whether or not it's possible for you to actually get ganked. I think personally, I'd be more likely to actually ward because like this champion is not going to skip camps, right? So around his full clear timer, you're going to get your ward back. So you can actually go and ward. But until then, like, you don't actually have to be super fucking scared of the Graves. Now, in reality, this is solo queue. He can skip all his fucking camps. So if you want to err on the side of caution, go ahead and don't use ward. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then your Thresh having Oracle, by the way, is fucking useless because you lose 2v2 in fighting. Unless they miss their hook or Kog'Maw doesn't press his W correctly, right? So I'm looking at this and already, okay, the name of the game in fucking solo queue is you need to be the best player to adapt. What I mean by that is if your support is playing like an absolute fucking monkey and he just keeps on running in bot, getting pike hooked and dying, your only job is to make sure that you're not also dying. That's it.
Yeah.
If you continue to fight with him and you're also 0-6, right? Guess whose fault that is?
That's our fault.
Yes. Okay. So I'll write that one down. Is adapt. Teammates play. And the other reason why that's important is if you know that your jungler's a pig, right? And he keeps on pinging to gank bot, I want you to think to yourself like, okay, is this gank even actually possible? Whereas if your jungler was fine, right, and he doesn't show like he's playing like dog shit and he comes to gank bot, you'll be more likely to actually listen to him. Okay?
Correct.
Okay. So that out of the way, we just have to be scared of the pike. Okay. So okay, so why didn't you start hitting the wave at the start of the game? Like right here.
Usually how it goes is I wait until like they start or they show up as well. Because when most of the time when I've been hitting the wave, we get like level 2 in front of our tower, and that's not where I like to get my level 2. So I just wait. I wait for minions to die and then have the lane always neutral.
It's not bad. It's not about a way to fix it. Okay, I'll actually give you the secret technique to actually technique is funny, but the actual reasoning to why you should actually be hitting, because what you're describing is you're trying to band-aid the situation. So if the wave ends up over here, right, it's obviously terrible for you because you're closer to the turret. They can actually chase you down, and it doesn't matter that you get a level advantage because when they get level 2, they will just try to fight you. Okay, so what needs to happen in every lane you want to actually get prio on is you need to be at the very max +3 autos on the wave. Okay, the reason why +3 autos on the wave is because
they're minions.
Yeah. 3 here, 3 here. And so if you have 1 auto on each of these minions over the enemy ADC, you'll be about
1 minion.
Yeah, at the very least, you will always be 1 minion ahead of them. And do not think to yourself, okay, just because I autoed 3 times, that means that the wave is +3. No, that's not how that works. If your Thresh autos the wave, it's +1 already. Okay, so at max, always +3. Okay, unless actually always is not the right word, but the reason why I say not always is because there's exceptions. So like Jinx, for example, she can just rocket the wave even when you have +3, and she'll get prio. Okay, so in those cases, you do have to push a little bit faster and match her auto. So you'd be hitting to +3, right? And then she shows up in lane and starts rocking the wave. Then you would auto Q and try to trim this wave as much as possible. Okay.
Yes.
And now how do abilities work? So just think about it. Your Q, if you just queued right now, the wave would go to +3. So don't queue the wave, right? Other thing. The reason why +3 max autos is the maximum is because usually you actually want to be hitting the wave 1 time or 2 times. For me and most pro players, honestly, they decide +2 autos because when you auto this, right, and then you auto this, these 2 minions are going to fall towards the same time, right? And your attack speed is enough to actually kill both of those minions. But
yeah, but not the third.
Exactly. So try +2, right? And then see how it feels. And in this case, obviously threshold 1, so you would just auto this 1 time, and then they would usually fall around the same moment. Because now that all of these minions are falling around the same HP, you are forced, no matter what, to use your Q to CS these. Okay, and you don't want to ever force yourself to make a situation like that happen, because now that you use your Q, right, what should the enemy do?
They should walk up and start trading.
What the fuck did I just do? Sorry. Yes, exactly. So they didn't do it correctly, but that's fine. Also, do you always go Doran's Blade?
I do, yeah. I don't know about the new items. I know maybe yeah, I haven't read the new items.
So
I like the
honestly,
Blade.
from now on, unless you think that the bot lane is like super hard losing, you should be going Doran's Bow, because the attack speed on ADC is like very, very difficult to get unless you give up crit. So for example, Yunara, right? She first builds Kraken, which it gives her attack speed, but zero crit.
Yeah.
Same thing with static. You probably should never build static on actually no, you can on. I don't know what the current build is actually. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm actually gonna search it up. I don't want to be fraudulent. Sorry. Okay, it seems like you can go static, but it's not that good. Yeah, I think it's pretty bad.
It's gonna default whatever it normally is. Kraken, Rage Blade,
Yeah.
Asher.
Yeah. So I think that's better. But yeah, try out Doran's Bow. The only two situations where you should actually not be building Doran's Bow is if number one, lane is unplayable.
Nautilus.
Yeah, Nautilus, Draven, Samira, yeah, all those things where you actually need the HP to survive from D-Blade, take it. And then number two is if the enemy has dive champions to the point where like the 80 HP later on in the game will matter. So this game, you're playing versus Heimerdinger and Mordekaiser, right?
Graves.
And they have a Graves, right? So
yeah,
that versus you're playing versus, I don't know, like Ambessa, fucking Fizz, and what else? Kane, right?
Yeah.
You need D-Blade. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on in your head right now when you get your level 2 advantage and you just see this screenshot? And don't even think about what we just saw. Like, what do you think your mindset would be in game when you see this?
Just to engage.
Okay.
Because they're not gonna get level 2 until 1 or 2 autos, and that's 1 or 2 free autos for me.
So that's true. So a short trade would be good, right?
Oh yes.
Okay. So
not an all-in.
Exactly. So the issue with this whole picture isn't that you're looking to abuse the level 2 advantage. It's that if this trade is not short, your life is going to be short. You're going to, this is gone. So I'll play it back like 5 seconds earlier. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, use. And then the other thing is like you did get level 2 first, but you're also down a spell, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So it's not actually that good for you to look for a fight unless you can get like an auto W off, because in that case, your Thresh would Q, you would get a plasma stack, he would E, you would get a plasma stack, and then your W would give you, I think, is it 2 or 3?
I think it's
2. Wait, I don't know. Basically, you'd be able to get your passive, okay? So that's the important part. And they have to be outside of the way for that to happen. Right now, there's no angle to do that, right? So I'm seeing this, and my idea isn't like, okay, my Thresh is flaying forward and I'm gonna like walk outside of the way. No. If you're hitting this pike, right, you're hitting him from here.
Should be right there.
Okay, so that's why this whole thing of like thinking about fighting is so important, because it's literally this, right? You literally got level 2 first, but because you lose in fighting in a long trade, you can't look for a long trade, even if your Thresh is looking for it. Okay, so you would play defensively. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So you should always, every single fight is split up into trade versus a long trade. And the reason why I emphasize this so much is because, okay, in a short trade, who do you think wins?
We do.
Okay. In a long trade, they win, right?
They win.
So there's always going to be something in lane, whether it's wave push, right? Okay, why is my thing tweaking? Sorry, give me a second. Okay, it's still tweaking. Whatever. You're either going to win wave push, you're going to win in fighting short trades, or fighting long trades. It's very rare that you're winning nothing, okay? And that's what you need to leverage in your lane, right? Because if you don't, you're just playing at a disadvantage. Like every champion in the game, you know what they do. It's just you have to convert the info of you know what they do into actual meaningful gameplay. Okay? So yeah, I mean, you're gonna die here, even though you played well to like dodge the pikey, and then he basically followed flashed. And I know this isn't your play, okay, because you didn't ping anything for it, right? You didn't like you weren't really posturing to like look for the fight until you got level 2, but you also didn't ping off from it, right? And you didn't play defensively. So even though your Thresh made the mistake of engaging a long like a long trade, you also like kind of played in it. So that's why I'm always like looking to see if you kind of agreed with their mindset, and I'm always thinking to try to help your mindset, because it doesn't matter if you win this fight, lose this fight. In the next game that you play, I need you to know whether or not this is winning. Okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and okay. So it doesn't matter whether or not the Thresh killed himself, whatever, okay? But now, okay, you're coming back to lane. Okay. I don't give a fuck about the jungler. I'm gonna be so respectful with you. I think here you should either go boots dagger or longsword dagger, because getting cull after you just died in lane is just telling me you're playing for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I don't, that's not really a game plan. So yeah. So okay, first things first, after you die or you buy your items, you always need to be looking at your wave, man, because I'm looking at this situation, right? And I'm like, okay, yes, there is action, but you have no idea whether or not you can actually move to the bot wave, or you have to come and help this J4 right now. Okay. So it should always be your wave, your wave, your wave, and then somebody else. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is genuinely like the biggest thing, because I think right now, if the Kog'Maw is just like breaking the wave, you can move to this, right? But if you're J4, right, he's spam pinging to actually have you help him, and your wave is going to be frozen for the next 2 minutes. If you move here, don't move. You can't.
Yeah.
Okay. In this situation, try to just keep your home guards. I know it might seem like hindsight 2020, but
Yeah.
you'll never catch up to this Graves if he just ease over the wall. So it doesn't matter if you walk this way, and then home guards just gives you easier access to this guy. I also think like just keeping your home guards in case like you don't actually have to move is really important. Okay, you may or may not have just body blocked them, and yeah. Not much you can do in this situation. No way. Okay, let's talk about the mechanics. Let's talk about the mechanics. Okay, right here, auto Q W, and then just so that you can get all the damage off. You can honestly Q all the way from back here. Auto Q, right? So you get the damage off, and then you would be able to kill here.
Yeah.
It's sad, but wait, does he actually not die? Oh my god. FF. Okay. Oh, whoa. What are we doing? What are we doing? Whoa.
We're breaking a freeze.
So, okay. Let's talk about this. Okay, so you just lost half of your HP to try to help your J4. And this guy ends up getting away. So, okay, it's sad, but we got to move on. Okay. Now they're bot lane, they fucked up a wave crash, and this is also another reason why looking at your wave over everything is important. It's because right now, okay, can the Kog'Maw stay? Do you know whether or not he can stay? Okay.
I know he cannot stay.
He shouldn't stay, but there's a world. There's a world where he does. And if he's above like 80% HP, oh my god, that's an 8. 80% HP, he can stay in lane. Doesn't matter that he has no mana, and there's a pike over this wall. If he hooks you over the wall, you're just cooked.
Yeah.
So at this point, okay, so Kog'Maw can't come, and then your Thresh autos this minion, right?
Yep.
Did you just clear the wave because it was just in front of your face?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So we're gonna have to work on that. I think because okay, listen, I'm not sitting here judging you. I'm trying to actually think to myself like what actually helped me to learn what to do in the situation? And the answer is, even before you touch the wave, you need to know what. That sounds like I'm fucking like Yoda or some shit. But the point is, like, the second you see this wave, it shouldn't be like, okay, let me clear the wave immediately. It should be like, okay, what the fuck can I do with this wave? You know? And then sometimes your support will grief it, okay? But there should always be, like, number one, hard shove. So it's what you ended up doing, right? You just hard shove the wave. The second thing is last hitting. And then the third thing is holding. Okay. So we're back in game. So why would you think, what would you do in this situation and why would you do it?
I should hold this because then they would lose the wave that's coming.
Yeah, exactly. So it always should be the situation that will net you the most gold, or net the enemy the least amount of gold. Okay. Everything in this game is about how fed you can be as an ADC. Nothing else. Okay. You have to be selfish. You literally do. Okay. So if your jungler is getting invaded here, but your game is pretty much, you're basically 21 to 9 CS, right? If you don't catch up in CS, the rest of your lane is going to be fucked, whether or not your jungler is good or not. Okay.
Yeah.
So worry about yourself first, and then it's like when you're in, it's really cringe, but when you're in an airplane and the fucking oxygen masks come down, like, I don't give a fuck about my jungler, man. Just give me my oxygen pass. Okay, so so that would be my thing. Not the worst thing ever. A lot of people do this, but it's okay. Actually, last hitting is called slow pushing. Hold on. It doesn't really matter. It's just like a descriptor that might help you. Okay. So holding can also be freezing. Okay. So at this point in the lane, what do you want to actually do with your wave? Now that you cleared this, let's just imagine this is what the wave looks like.
Slow push the next one, and then just crash and recall.
So this is complicated. Okay. Honestly, what elo is this game, by the way?
Probably Emerald.
You can do what you just said, okay? The issue is, if this Kog'Maw's good, on the next wave that you come and fight, right? Let's fast forward it. Now that this guy's here, right? All this Kog'Maw has to do, who has a pickaxe on you, mind you, clear the wave, and then they can just fight you. This guy literally has, I think, 105 AD to your 83. So whenever you are weaker, okay, sometimes you are just going to be forced to one shot this wave.
Mm-hmm.
So the answer to this situation is, if you want to be very optimal, is obviously we just talked about it, the freeze earlier, and then number two, it would be hard shove. Okay, I can't write. You get it. Number two is hard shove, and then number three would be to slow push it. Slow pushing is actually the worst option here, just because of what I said, because you need to think about, okay, it's not this wave that you're worried about, right? It's the next wave that you're worried about, okay? Because you're 2v1 right now. Like, there's no worry in the world. On the next wave, it's about to be a 2v2. Can you win the 2v2? Straight up, what do you think?
Possibly, but not likely.
Mm-hmm. It's like a 30-70, I would give you, because your thresh also, yeah, anyways, this doesn't matter. Okay, the actual numbers itself doesn't matter. So let's play it back. Okay, hard shoving. So especially when you're hard shoving a wave, you always want to make sure you're using your spells to push it. The only issue is, now that this Kog'Maw is stronger than you, if you use your spells, what's going to happen?
He's gonna walk up.
Yeah. And you can run your ass down like a fucking... Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. Excuse me? You see this?
Yeah.
Huh. Why is there jungler bot? Am I trolling? I swear he had red buff, no?
He took our red.
He didn't take his red? I'm so confused.
We did. The timer is...
Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck did your jungler do?
I think he did his red, his top side, then his came to ours.
Okay. Oh yeah, it is red to red. Okay. Okay, so he's bot. Okay, sure. That was really confusing. Okay, so the reason why I backstepped here is because whenever you're playing halfway through the lane, I'm giving you like a bunch of rules, basically. Not rules, but like fundamentals for lane that like basically if you're halfway through this lane, and the reason why you like playing the lane in a neutral state is because if you don't have a ward in this part of the lane, right? Can you actually walk up past this line?
You cannot.
Nope. So it should always be vision of the, so actually just to like give you like a full-on disclosure, like this is how far you can walk up with a ward in the tribush. This is how far you can walk up with a ward in the Phalate here, and then this is how far you can walk up with a ward in the tribush.
Yeah,
they're tribush. So now that you don't have the vision, like I'm on fucking high alert. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, let me get my wave. Okay, honestly. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. Okay, because this Kog'Maw keeps on fixing your waves. Okay, so right now, what should have happened was this Kog'Maw should let the wave sit in front of his turret, and then every time you walk up, he comes and tries to run you down. Okay, because he didn't do that, and he actually cleared this wave. Do you need to walk up and hit the wave?
I do not. It's no question to me.
Yeah. And that is the best case scenario, because on the next timer this Kog'Maw has E, he's gonna just run your ass down. And you don't have enough time to actually push this entire wave. So, okay. Get the cannon. So yeah, it would just be like, let this guy push into you and then try to last it as much as possible. Then you use your W. You have Q, use your Q and your W. At this point,
I should be dead.
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah. That is the next step I was going towards. You should be dead, but okay, if there's any click that isn't this way, you're fucked. Okay, so just putting that out there. So let's play it. Okay. Well, you did the first part, right? Does this Pyke just not have Q? What the fuck?
Oh, he queued earlier.
Did he? But he has Q. I could swear this guy has Q.
He missed it right here.
Oh, this is true. Wait. Oh yeah, he just okay. It's like a refund on the mana. Okay. No fucking way. Okay. So wow, that's impressive. Yeah, that is wow. Okay, so in this game, you ended up getting rewarded for this. But let me just fast forward through this real quick. Like, how many mistakes do you think this Graves had to make to actually die here?
1.
Well, I think about 7. Because number 1, his Pyke has no Q. Why is he showing here? Okay. Number 2, he has no W.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? Why are we still clicking forward? Okay. And then he has E, mind you, and he doesn't dash this. 3rd. Okay. He uses his Q on the wave and the thresh, except you're the one that's going to kill him. He stays here, autos the wave, walks into turret. Okay. Mind you, he still has E. Okay.
Yeah.
And autos one more time. Like, no. So the whole point of what I'm trying to explain here is, okay, so this happens. At this point, okay, the Graves should have ran. And then your Thresh Q's here, okay? This is fine. You should not take this next auto. The reason why is if this Graves' monitor is on, okay, all that needs to happen is they just clear this wave, and guess what's happening to you under the turret?
You're getting dove.
You're gonna be featured on the next episode of fucking Blacked, okay? It's not gonna be pretty. Yeah. You're gonna lose 2 waves. Okay? So yeah. I'm not trying to be like not trying to be like intense on this, but like I want you to like consider what these autos mean to you. Like every click on an ADC actually matters. I know this actually, the whole thing that we've been talking about, this doesn't, I don't know if this would affect the outcome of this game, but I'm trying to give you good habits to build towards like the mid game and the late game. Okay.
Yeah.
And in this situation, like consider how much your HP matters, right? So if you were all the way back here, you're like 75% HP, I think, right? Then you get queued here, your auto, and then at this point, if you drop any lower than this, you're just dead. Matter of fact, I think you're still dead, but you'll be able to trade one kill because the Pyke should queue your Thresh, and Thresh won't just take that standing down, and then basically, actually, they'll clear this wave, and then Pyke will walk up to the Thresh, queue him. Thresh just EQs onto the Pyke. You would kill the Pyke, but then they would kill you as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's my whole. Okay. So after you get this kill, okay, gank happens, whatever. You got gold. What's on your mind? What are you gonna do here?
Thinking if I can stay or not.
Okay. So can you stay? What do you think?
Most of the time, I should not stay.
You. Yeah. yeah. But okay. As a greedy fucking ADC myself, okay, my first priority is gold, right? So I always want to stay if I can, and like I will risk it if it's actually reasonable. I think for this wave specifically, you should catch it, but on the next wave, you should just base. Reason being, you will be able to survive one dive. Like your Thresh will die, and because it's now a 2v2. If Thresh dies, right, but you live and you catch the wave, it's fine. But on the next wave, when you're 1v2,
it's not fine.
Yeah. So after a gank happens, after you get a kill, after they get a kill, okay, you need to think to yourself, okay, how can I spend this gold? And that's the formula, genuinely. Honestly, if you were to tell me right now, okay, I'm going to walk all the way back in base, it would be fine, okay? The only thing that cannot happen is they cannot get this wave in and kill you both. That's not, it can never happen, okay?
Uh-huh.
Let's play it out. And if it happens, so be it. Oh my God. Just tickled your feet. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So Pyke just uses Q. And I'm going to pause it right now. How are you going to CS this wave?
I wanted to use my W on that low melee.
Yeah.
And then let the tower do the rest.
Yeah. So all you need to do is like W from this way. And then do not try to kill these minions when your minions aren't here, because these will die to 2 tower autos and then 1 of your autos. Okay. So if you deal any more damage, the whole formula is kind of fucked up. So let's play it out. So W, it's rough. It is what it is. And then here you have to auto 1 time, but it's like, because the Q doesn't deal enough damage, you don't actually end up killing it after 1 auto. It's sad. Actually, wait, you do. I think the auto just came out too early. Okay, Thresh is just sad. Okay, so let's go all the way back here. Okay. This is called like the CSing phase of the wave, like wave pushes and wave contests. At this point in the lane, your only focus is to catch up this CS, because the enemy has already farmed it, right? So your job is to be able to catch up and just not die. Yeah. So you get the CS. Genuinely, what do you think? Can you get the CS?
I can.
You think so?
Yeah.
So if Pyke Qs, right?
Yeah.
And you're standing next to this wall, can you CS it?
No, I cannot.
No? Okay. So if you walk this way and you're standing beside the turret, can you CS it?
No, I cannot.
Nope. This guy's gonna kill your ass. So at this point, melees are gone. You should just base. because otherwise this is what happens. Like you'll try to CS the rest of the minions and take space.
Yeah.
There you go. And the person who gets the gold isn't even the pike, it's the fucking threat. Oh, what the fuck did I just press? So sorry about that. What did I press? Oh yeah, this. So yeah, Kog'Maw gets the gold. Wait, could he have killed it? Doesn't matter. Okay, I'll fast forward it to the mid game because I do want to get you some actual like fundamentals for mid game. Okay, 8 minutes. Okay, genuinely, I have no idea how you have 5 kills, but that's good on you. That's good on you, honestly. Okay.
Grades me another donation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. So your support is MIA, so your only job is to not die. This is really good. Movement. Okay. Okay. So something that's really important for ADCs especially is that you always have to be thinking about, number one, how much gold you can get at. Oh wait, you are getting these minions. Oh, you don't have the like. Oh. Okay, so yeah, I was surprised that your CS numbers were so high because I thought you were missing them. Okay, you're the GOAT. Okay, anyways, whenever you get your first item, I always need you to think, okay, am I now stronger than the enemy ADC? What do you think?
I don't think so.
So unless
not yet.
Yeah, unless they're like at 80% HP or lower, you cannot kill. And they have to be outside of a wave so that you can land your W. Anything outside of those conditions, you will not get the kill. On top of that, they have barrier and exhaust, right? So you need to consider that as well. So killing them again, can you do a long trade? What do you think?
No,
unless exhaust is down, barrier's down, they're 80% HP and they're outside of the wave. Okay, and then do you win short trades?
I do.
Yeah, so that's going to be your go-to. Yeah, you do.
It's a Vamp Scepter.
Well, he does have a Vamp Scepter, but you also have a Cull, so, and you have a refill pod, so. Okay, so that's what we're looking for in lane. And this is not just in lane, actually. This is just like how you want to look to fight. Okay, you got your auto Q off like that. It's not exactly the best trade because he got 2 autos off, but it's not the worst either. Okay. Okay. So what are you looking to do with the wave? Because this is really important.
I'm not thinking about the wave at this point.
So what should you be thinking about?
I should be thinking about how I can get the wave so that it's easier for me to kill them and make them lose money.
Yeah, but how? Like, are you gonna push into them? Are you gonna keep the wave here? Are you gonna let them crash?
Keep the wave here.
Okay.
I'll let them crash.
Wait, you want them to crash into you, or you want it to be held here?
Held here.
Okay. Why?
Because our jungler is ganking and I want them to stay as long as possible.
Okay, so that's good, but also, like, think about the vision, right? Right now, if you are playing like on their side, right? How much vision do you think they should have? Like, do you think they
should have full vision of try dragon?
Yeah. Okay, so the only way you can actually gank is if your Thresh sweeps this, right? And you stay over here, or your Thresh stays over here after they sweep, and then you EQ R and then look to kill this guy. Okay. If those things do not happen, you cannot look for the gank. Okay. So we sweep the vision. Okay, whatever. And then your Thresh starts moving towards the river to look for the gank. At this point, do you think he's on vision?
Possible, very possible.
1000%. He's on vision, right? So what is the bot lane going to do?
They're going to be leaving.
Yeah. So is this gank possible?
Not anymore.
Nope. So if I see this, at this point, I'm just clicking, I'm pinging back because your team is going to be a bunch of drones and they're going to click forward. Okay. And
yeah, makes sense.
yeah, and what they're not considering, okay, is that right now you have 3 people showing here, right? And there's only 2 people here. Do you know where their jungler is?
I do not.
Okay. Can he be over this wall?
He can be.
Okay. And your team is just running to their deaths. So on top of that, that's not even the only reason why, okay? Your jungler is sapping your fucking EXP this entire time.
Yeah.
Get out. Get off of my screen. So if a gank is not actually possible, I want you to be able to like actually ping it back. And then it'll prevent this whole situation where your J4 is sapping your EXP whilst the enemy jungler might just be doing Drake or Grubs. And like this doesn't even matter, right? Because are you ever going to kill the Pyke?
No.
No, right? So this is just bad for you overall. Oh, you're getting TP'd on. That is the slowest TP I've ever seen in my life. Holy fuck. Oh. You might be dead as fuck. Okay. All right, let's talk about it. So right here, there's a Heimerdinger TP coming in, and their Graves is coming. He just took Drake. Your Zed's also on the way. Like, what? Can you fight this? Can you not fight this? What's the deal?
I cannot fight this because they have Erwin here already, but Zed is also not here.
Yeah. So.
And we also burned our Jarvan burned his cooldown getting out.
Yep. So at this point, if you fight the Heimerdinger, you are fighting 1v1, and you don't win 1v1. You absolutely do not win 1v1 unless you like dodge every single one of his spells, which is very, very unlikely. So what I would say here is, okay, he's on the way. This is very unnatural, right? You keep clicking back. You W'd, okay, whatever. At this point, you're clicking in, right? Because it looks like you want to fight.
Yeah.
But always before you're looking to fight, what should actually be going through your head right now as you see this TP is like, okay, what the fuck? I'm getting TP'd on. What are the numbers like?
Mm-hmm.
If it's 4v4, okay, then you're like, okay, I can do something with this.
Yeah, if Zed was maybe over the wall.
Yes, exactly. Then it's playable. Or even if, like, I don't know, your top laner starts TPing, go ahead, fucking click W forward. I think it's good, actually. Always consider numbers when you're looking to fight, and that should be your kind of standard for it, okay? What should have happened was W, and then you click back. Or at this point, you can auto and then R backwards, and then you won't have to blow anything else. You could honestly EOA too, but I think the Heimerdinger can kill you if he plays it correctly. Okay, so, okay, literally the same thing. You looked at your wave, amazing, okay? You need to think about what you're gonna buy, okay? I think you can go pickaxe for the upgrade. It's a little early, but actually, is it? You have Kraken and Call. I think you can get Q upgrade here.
I'll be at 95 AD.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to wait until level 10.
9.
Yeah, 9. Unfortunately, I have not played Kaisa in like such a long time. Okay, so this is what the wave looks like. It's gonna crash into your turret. What are you doing with your wave?
I'll be freezing it.
You can't freeze it. The wave's equal.
Slow push.
Yeah. So, damn, you're okay with not having gold on?
Yeah.
Damn.
I listened to the money sound.
The what?
Like when they're getting gold sound.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's smart. I just usually visually. Okay. Anyways, back. We are slow pushing the wave. You didn't really slow push it. It's fine though. Honestly, no, you did slow push it for the most part. It was just, I think it was a Q somewhere here. It wasn't on the next wave. Yeah, here you just killed that minion too fast. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're hard shoving. Okay. So you're hard shoving this wave. This is correct. And now you see the Pyke top. Okay. What should happen here?
Kog'Maw should be dove.
Well, not only should yes, but not only should he be dove, your Thresh should just go around and fucking go in and kill him here.
Yeah.
He's past the line he should be on, right? So as ADC, it's your job to actually ping for this because it involves your lane, right? And there's only a few situations that I want you to be very, very adamant on pinging on. Number one, it's
getting a kill.
Yes. Getting kills for, it's either dive / gank timers, okay, that involve your lane, right? So whether or not it's your support, your jungler, your mid laner, your fucking top laner, I don't care which one it is, you need to be the one to ping these because it's you who benefits from it, right? Like if you kill this Kog'Maw, who benefits?
I get gold.
Yeah. So it's up to you to decide whether or not those plays are winnable. That's another reason why when you're Jarvan EQ'd from here to here, I told you to like ping them back, right? Because if he stays, he's not getting you gold and he's taken away from your XP. So it's a negative. Okay. So it always has to be a plus in a EXP or gold. And the other thing is when you are frozen on. Reason why is because sometimes there's going to be situations where you literally cannot push in your wave. And if you don't push in your wave, your game's fucked. Okay?
Yeah.
Those are the situations you need to spam ping this guy to come by. If he's top side, obviously he's not going to be able to come on time. But if he's finishing his Krugs and you're frozen on, call him. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, yeah, I mean, this Kog'Maw ends up just catching the wave for free. So you get this tower play and Kog'Maw's all up in your face, just fucking literally blasting you. Okay. I mean, this feels horrible, no?
Yeah.
I think you're not even able to push this wave out if this guy's smart. Oh, shit. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter how well you play it. They should be able to kill you. Okay, I mean, you ended up getting a return kill on the Pyke, but I'm going to be real with you. Like, okay, I'll just replay it, actually. So he uses his W to get in range, okay? He exhausts you. He E's and Q's and misses it. What should the Pyke do at this point? Do you think he should keep clicking at you or the Thresh or what?
He should keep looking at me because my HP is already so low.
Well, no, because he's just letting you auto for free. This guy's a melee minion right now. He should just come here and try to either block the Thresh Q or he needs to just like walk away as far away from you as possible because you're going to kill him.
Yeah.
This is what I mean when I say like sometimes your teammates are drones. Like this Pyke literally had zero thoughts in his head. He was drooling on himself and he literally just walked into you. So yeah, that's why I'm like, honestly, I don't think your Thresh is going to die. So it doesn't matter as much, but should in that situation, like you dying, it always should be, okay, you getting a kill on the ADC or the support with you living at the end. If you are trading, let's say you kill the Pyke, but you end up dying. So your Thresh gets the kill, but Kog'Maw ends up getting the kill on you. It's obviously going to be a negative for you, right? In this situation, it's not as obvious because this Thresh could have just not taken the kill, right? And then you would get the kill instead. The only problem is when you're dead, can you see us?
No.
Nope. So it should always be supports trading their lives first, and then you go ahead and kill yourself, which is why over here, you do this really good. Ult. At this point, you should stop autoing and just run away. This Pyke should walk this way, and then your Thresh should be getting ran down. It should never be you who dies. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I know it's like kind of surprising because I mean, what I'm describing is how it should be theoretically played. Did this Pyke play at even 1% of how it should be played? Not really, right? But okay, that's a lie. That's not 1%. I'm being mean. But the point is, I always want you to be focused on you like living. There's like a spectrum of like KDA players, okay? And then there is like the go in and kill and deal as much damage as possible and die, okay? Deal and die, okay? Whatever. You usually want to be the type of ADC who's able to do these types of plays, but also play for KDA when you need to. So it should be something around like here for ADCs. Right now, I feel like you're over here. Because you've been fist fighting, like your life depends on it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I respect it, okay? But is it gonna help you climb?
No.
Not really, yeah. So that's why I'm trying to like veer you a little bit more towards the KDA player side. I was on mid, you get the bot turret. This is fine. Okay, keep on moving because they're all top side. Okay, so you're hitting this bot turret and enemy ADC, support, and jungler just died. Okay, what do you want to do? You're sitting on 1.2k gold. Yeah, you have a wave. You can do that. So let's see. Yeah. At the very minimum, your goal should be pushing this bot wave. And then the next step after that, a checklist, not checklist, like a guide to when you should be basing is number one, whenever there's 1 minute before an objective. So the reason why is because usually what's supposed to happen is when you come back on the map 1 minute before an objective. So honestly, you should be basing like 1 minute 30, 1 minute 15, you know, stuff like that. Because once you get back on map and it's 1 minute before the objective, yes, you have to push in your mid wave, and then you get vision. Okay, you get vision of this area, this area. You go back to the mid wave, and then you can start playing in the dragon area. Yeah. Because you have vision, right? You always should be playing with information on your hands. Never just walk in, especially as ADC. Like, you're fed as shit, right? If I see you face checking, we're gonna have a word or two. Okay?
Yeah.
Because it took you a lot of skill and like fucking mechanics to be able to get 6 kills right now, right? And something as easy as like not face checking should not be on your list of things to learn, okay?
Yeah.
It's kind of a projection for me, but I just want to make sure you guys don't have to deal with it. Okay. So, okay, 1 minute before an objective. And then the last thing is, okay, the death timers on the enemy ADC is going to tell you when you want to base. Okay. What I mean by that is you should always be basing at around 8 seconds on the enemy ADC's death timer. Why do you think that's the case?
Because that's how long it'll take them to get back to the lane.
Yeah. So right now, okay, let's say, actually, when do you think, tell me when I should stop and when you should start walking back from base, or walking back to start your base?
After probably when this tower play falls.
Yeah. Because it's going to take you like about 4 seconds to keep walking back, and then you'll start your base, and you're back on the map around the same time the enemy ADC does. That's the goal, okay?
Yeah.
What you do with it after is also important, but this is the main one. So try to base 1 minute 30 to 1 minute before objectives. And it's pretty like jarring, right? When the 1 minute mark shows up, there's like 4 digits. Right now there's only 3. So it's kind of easier to see. See what you do with that quote unquote tempo. Doesn't matter what you call it, but okay. So you end up staying on the map. It is what it is. And their Heimerdinger is solo diving you with no minions. That's great. Thank you. I mean, goat. Okay. Like it. You might be dead as fuck, but it's okay. Okay. So this is another thing that is okay, honestly, you played it pretty well. Okay. Issue is, you see how you should have been in base this entire time after you took this plate? So none of this would ever happen, right?
Yep.
So it is what it is. Like this fight happens. Okay, whatever. And then you end up killing the Heimerdinger. Okay. And then you ult like this. What do you think you should do now?
I should not be hitting them out anymore. I should be just running away.
Yeah. You just E and keep walking away. And you actually salvage the play because you just 1-for-1 your support versus the enemy top laner. That's insane. Okay. Yeah. So even though this was all born from like a mistake on like not basing on the right timer, you actually get a way to save yourself because they keep on inting genuinely. Okay. Yeah. So you get the kill, immediately thinking about how you want to keep playing this. Like, can I keep playing this? And then numbers as well, right? Like, I'm just looking at this numbers wise. This is kind of like crazy. You use your R, but then even here, you can think about the numbers. It's very hard. I know. Okay. I'm an ADC player too. It's hard for you to immediately think about numbers. You're literally in the moment. Your palms are sweaty. Okay. Whatever. But you always need to be thinking about like what the next thing is, like you got your autos off, like this is good, right? And then you get your R off. This is now phase 2 of the fight. You just traded support for a top laner, and now you're getting into phase 2. Do I keep fighting or do I just run away? The answer is run away, right? But you can't get to the answer of running away if you don't think about the fight in 2 different like parts. There's also, honestly, there's sometimes even like 10 parts to a fight, but that's not as important. Usually whenever somebody dies, you need to think of the next thing. Okay, whatever. So now, okay, hold a fucking minute. What's going on? Why are you going bot? Let's talk about it.
I'm not sure.
Well, at this point in the game, honestly, from 14 minutes onwards, usually, okay, as ADC, you should be mid. Okay? Why are you going bot lane right now?
I see there's a wave pushing into us.
Yeah, but is there a reason why you're not running mid?
Yeah, Zed's there.
Yeah. So this wave is gone, right? But
yeah,
if you walk bot, right? Let's say you want to go and farm a wave because this guy's taking your wave, so there's no wave to farm. Like technically you're right, you know? You don't get anything from walking mid, you might get something from walking bot. The issue is, you're playing an ADC, are you able to actually side lane?
No.
Nope. So if you walk in bot and they have bot side vision and they see you walk up, what's going to happen?
I am dead.
Yeah. So as ADC and usually mages, you need vision around you to actually be able to walk all the way through side lane, which is why majority of the time, 14 minutes onwards, you are opening through mid. And if this guy comes to your next mid wave, guess what's going to happen? What are you going to do?
I'm going to be walking line.
You're going to be what? Sorry, repeat that.
Oh, I will be going to the side lane.
No. Oh, you're not going to fucking. Yeah, you're staying and you're spam ping this guy to get the fuck off your wave. ADC's own mid wave from fucking minute 14 onwards. I'm not joking, by the way. Okay, it's not specifically 14 minutes. I'm kind of exaggerating, but it is basically that. Like once you swap to mid, you're mid. Okay?
Yeah.
So you are on mid, you're staying on mid. And this is a very big issue because now as ADC, your versus, okay, sometimes, right? This Heimerdinger is level 12. Sometimes you're going to be level 11 and this guy's going to be level 15. Can you win?
No.
Okay? Don't force yourself into a situation that's impossible. Not for fucking Billy Bob Joe that's playing Zed mid right now and he's not carrying, okay?
Yeah.
So always think about how is the best way. So you had the good idea, okay, of how can I get the most gold, right? The Zed just took your mid wave, so you can't go mid. And then the rule of you should be on mid wave should come into effect, so you should start walking mid. If you see him sticking around mid right about now, you are spam pinging him, okay? Because about in 5 seconds, this guy is going to walk up on the mid wave. Have you ever had to fight a mid laner over a mid wave?
Not really. Yeah. Way back in like gold or something.
Well, yeah, probably because you keep on going bot and letting them farm the mid wave.
Yeah.
And I respect that, but it's just bad for you. And honestly, at this point in the game, you can carry this game. Okay. So the way it should go is, okay, 2 minutes before the objective, okay? I'm going to give you an example, right? 2 minutes before Dragon, okay? What do you think you should be doing?
I should be trying to set up the vision.
Okay, but towards what side right now? If you're running mid, where should you be getting vision? What do you think?
That Fey light where old Pixel Bush used to be.
Which side, top or bot?
Oh, bot side.
Okay. Why should you go bot side for vision?
Because that's where the next objective is.
Is it?
No, Baron is the most likely.
So Baron is coming up, and the reason why I asked you this question is because it's a fucking trick question. The next objective that's up is going to be Baron, right? But is there a chance for you or the enemy team to take Baron at this point in the game?
There is no chance.
Okay, there you go. And guess what? Your Zed's going to go bot. You're going to get vision for him. You're going to push this mid wave, right? You're going to walk in here with your support and then go back to the mid wave. And then you'll have vision bot side of the river over here. And then you'll push the next mid wave. And then your Thresh's going to get vision here. And then you're going to have mid push, bot push, and your top lane is gonna lose. But the two most important lanes in on the map will have vision. Okay.
Yeah.
So always wave vision and then wave play or wave base, or you know. So I'll give you that vision. It's very rare, okay, to just fucking go for a play, okay? You should never just like, you remember when I was telling you like, oh, you should be looking at your bot wave when the Graves was over here killing your J4?
Yeah.
It's because making a play without getting the wave is just telling me, okay, I want to go down 120 gold. Always err on the side of caution.